Hello everyone, this is Cliff. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Dark Souls, the Prepare to Die edition. We are 3/4 of the way through the third section of the game. And I have, off camera, joined the, Chaos Servant Covenant, and I've got the +2 ranking, which will allow me to enter the shortcut to Lost Izalith. So that will keep Solaire, hopefully, if I do everything right, from going crazy. And let's see, I've also there's no change in armor. We will have to change out this Fury Sword. It's just not going to work against the boss we're going to face. Not quite sure what we're going to use yet. I may use that Lightning Uchi Katana. That may work fine. We've got Havel's Ring, and we're just wearing this Silver Coveted Serpent Ring. We will switch out to the Flamestone Plate Ring. Excuse me. When we fight Ceaseless Discharge. I don't know how much I'm going to get done because I'm still kind of fighting this cold a little bit, and so I don't know if I'll get to the point where we unlock this. I'm going to try to defeat Ceaseless Discharge, and maybe at that point fight the second battle with Kirk, the Knight of Thorns. But we'll see how everything goes. So we're going to go through here, and there's a bonfire right away, which we will light. And I've obviously increased the potency of the bonfire where the Daughter of Chaos is. And off in the background, you can see Ceaseless Discharge, those kind of arms flailing around. Now, if I remember correctly, some of these egg carriers are a lot more aggressive than, these two down here. But they're pretty slow, so we're just not really going to worry about them. Okay, so obviously there's not a whole lot of places we can go here. This lava will be cooled off once we defeat Ceaseless Discharge. And don't tell me I've gone the wrong way. In fact, I have. That's awesome. Alright, my apologies. Damn it. So we'll still run past these guys because there's just no need to fight them. There are far more profitable farming opportunities in this game than fighting these egg carriers. Oh, it's a very narrow little ledge here. If I'm off by myself, which I don't think anything's coming after me. But basically, most of this lava that you're seeing right here will dry up, and that path right there will lead us down that bridge. If you go through, you'll eventually come to that area way over there, which has another bonfire, and you'll drop down that set of stairs and through that archway to fight the Demon Firesage, who is basically just a palette-swapped stray demon. There's a few little wrinkles to his attack, excuse me, because of his fire properties. But unfortunately for him, despite the fact that he is an enemy that uses fire, he's still very susceptible to fire damage, which is kind of non sequitur. But what we're going to do before we forget is change to that. And frankly, if I had thought far enough ahead, I would have used Flash Sweat. Oh well, if I get killed, I'll come back and use Flash Sweat. No big deal. The only thing I'm really worried about at this point, as far as if I die would be the 9 humanity I've got. Haven't really farmed any. I had already farmed a good bit, and I don't even have any equipped right now. I think I got maybe 10 in the bottomless box, so if push comes to shove, I'll just gather some more off camera. I'm not really worried about it. Like I say, I'm using my lightning Uchi katana. If I had thought better, I wouldn't even have any excuse me, I wouldn't even have any humanity he could take. Okay, so at first this boss seems very, or you know, this just seems like a regular enemy. It's not aggressive at all. But what's going to happen is, once we take this gold him set, which is an item over here, all hell's going to break loose. He's going to start attacking us. Jeez, I am so sorry. So I'm going to grab this, and obviously I pissed him off. And we're going to book away from him. That's really kind of what we want him to do. We want him to throw his tentacles out like that. They do linger a good while. I kind of wanted him to throw them closer. Okay, that's not awful damage. Once you can lock onto him, you can kind of just strafe. Unlock to attack. And that was bad. I knew that was going to happen. Ironically, that's the one attack you have to watch out for. Okay. Take 2. Oh. And obviously when he pulls back for that attack, I need to just get the hell out of the way. Sorry. It's been a while since I played this particular boss. I don't feel like risking that jump. Nice. Okay. Take 2. And if you have extremely high vitality, I think you can actually make that run across the lava and not have to kill Ceaseless Discharge, but it's going to take that flame stone plate ring, and it's going to take a lot of vitality and probably a casting of flash sweat. Okay. Okay, so you see, that's what I don't want. I don't want him to mosey his happy ass around this way. I'd rather fight him where I was at. Yeah, see, that's why. I don't want him to do that shit. Let's see if we can get him back around here. Nice, asshole. Now, obviously the bad part about this is I have no idea what he's doing. Great. And unfortunately, what I may have to do now is run back over in the corner where I got the item so that he closes range. Yeah, let's try that. And I hate doing this because you have no range to maneuver over here. Excuse me. Now how in the fuck did that even hit me? Okay. Okay, not gonna question it. Not gonna question it. Just not gonna question it. There. And again, unlock, double hand. 1, 2, 3. And don't roll off. I've done that before. It's embarrassing. One more of those fancy bullshits. Three, 4. Okay. So far, pretty good. And when he does the right attack, he's not too awful to beat. There we go. Okay, so now you get a cutscene. Okay, so. Oh, and I didn't put on my symbol of avarice. I could have got more souls than that. Oh well. I don't think I can do anything with 20,000. That's kind of sad. So now we'll wander back to where we were. Now the one thing you'll notice, let's point this out before we go. Those guys are the same Taurus demons that you fought in the very beginning of the game. And once you get deeper into this area, you'll fight Capra demons as well. They're not too bad. You'll face them in groups of 2. But with the pyromancies we've got right now, we're a lot more powerful than we were at that time. Now, basically, we defeat... next plan of action is to defeat the Demon Firesage, who is, again, in that area right there. Once we defeat him, that will open up a shortcut back to the excuse me, that'll open up a shortcut back to the spider area, Quelaag's domain. Yeah, that's the Capra demon right there. And if you're human, and you hit that kind of that area where all those columns are down there, you can fight the Knight of Thorns, Kirk, Black Phantom. Excuse me. And at this point, I just simply don't know. I don't know if I'm even going to try to do any of that. We'll see. But what I do want to do is get back. I'm just going to run back this way and refill my Estus flask. And what I'll probably do is I may try to do the Demon Firesage area and then call it a day. Ah, shoot. Going the wrong way. Sorry. I'm just going to leave everything the way it is. Check something real quick. Only 6 more levels and I could use that greatsword. I don't think I've got anything I can level up at this point or reinforce. Nope, it's all pretty much done. Force armor. That one twinkling titanite. And I bought a boatload of armor because I've been farming that crystal cave area. And they kind of drop items at a ridiculous rate. And I'm way away from a level. So it looks like we'll just plod along. Excuse me. Okay, so we come back here. And again, I just don't want to get infected by these two egg carriers here, so I'm just going to blow past them. Now, what I will probably do off camera is you see all of those Taurus demons over there. Off camera, what I'll probably do is come back and fight them. Now, I do want to point out 2 things, and you can probably barely see both of them. If you look right where the point of my cap is, you'll see an item right there. That is a soul item. No big deal. But if you see that item off in the distance there, that is actually the Chaos Ember. The Chaos Flame Ember. And that allows you to turn +5 fire items into Chaos Flame items. You give that to Vamos, who's in the catacombs, and he will hook you up. I probably won't get that right now. It's pretty much a suicide run. It's out in the middle of lava. I know you can't tell that from here, but it is out in the middle of lava. So once we defeat the centipede and get the item that allows us to walk on lava, and protect us a little bit more, then I'll think about getting that. I just swore there's an item in the over here, but maybe it's a little bit further along. Okay, so you remember this guy, except he doesn't have 2 dogs with him this time. So hey. Yeah, he wasn't that easy to kill the first time. And like I say, if you want to finish the Kirk Knight of Thorns side quest, you can certainly run back and reverse hollow. It's not really that far away. But at this point in time, I'm just kind of ready to go forward. And and not have to worry about that. He's in 2 different spots, and I'll point out both spots for you. That's obviously one of them. Okay, so now we get the fun of fighting 2 at one time. Well, unless one of them stupid and comes after me. Okay, now that down below is a burrowing rock worm. We will kill him to activate the bonfire. Let's see if I can pull this guy. You're kidding. And as you can see, excuse me, if you've got pyromancies, these guys aren't really going to give you much trouble. I'm going to cook this guy with this smaller one, and I should be able to kill him off right there. Now, one thing you will have to watch out for is this is a pretty prime area for invasions. There's nowhere really you can hide. How did that not hit him? And that's another thing, that two-handed slash that was so awful, that's not nearly as bad anymore. Now, I do want to save one of my pyromancies for a little bit later on. So what I'm going to do is probably melee these last 2 here. I'm going to pull this one away. Excuse me. And a couple of good hits should disturb any of their attacks. Excuse me. I don't need to go that way. I need to go this way. I was thinking there was an item. Okay, so these little bastards are the next enemy. They breathe fire. Why am I putting away my sword? They don't have a great deal of hit points. I was really... Oh, there's the item I was looking for. Knew there was an item down there somewhere. That is Titanite shard, green Titanite shards. That item right there. You can walk around here and get them. I'll just show you. Shoot. Now, obviously, the thing you want to watch out for is that you don't walk off the edge here. That's not good. Let's see. Those guys can wait. Grab this. Okay, so let's move this way. And again, we'll just cook this dude right here. Wow. Maybe. There we go. Glad I meleeed those last couple of guys. Alright, so we'll get this item right here. Another soul item. And we'll light the fire here. Excuse me. Now, because I'm not going to use pyromancies against the boss, I'm not going to use that. I'm just lighting it for basically the achievement. There's an achievement if you light all the bonfires, and that's basically just what I'm doing it for. Okay, so what we've got left is we've got 4 of these and one of them's coming our way. That's good. For these little enemies right here. So let's pull this next one. Okay, so now that we've killed him, let's point out a few things from our vantage point here before we get into enemies. That item next to the Capra Demon over there is another soul item. I think it's a Proud Knight or a Brave Warrior soul item. Now, far more interesting is this seemingly empty hall over here. You see the two Taurus demons guarding it. That hall will fill up with burrowing worms, which are the guy that guy that was guarding the bonfire. There's 4 or 5 of them over there at the very end of that hall, and I don't think you can see the item or the item twinkle, but there is a large flame ember. If you're into having a +10 fire sword or completing excuse me, or completing the achievement. Oh shoot, that's just stupid. What I was thinking. Yeah, if you're into completing all of the make a +10 item, any of those achievements, you'll have to go get it. But I would highly recommend coming from that way. There's a few less enemies you have to kill. Or you can just use that bonfire over there, because those worms are a little bit harder to kill without pyromancy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wait on him now. Yeah, and you know, not much he can do at this point. What we're going to do is hit the bottom here. Hope that we're going to forget that worm. Ah, okay, there's 2 of these dudes. Nah, I just blatantly walked into that. That was just dumb. I don't know who he was shooting fire at. Okay, so that's pretty much all the enemies. Now let's not do something stupid and get killed by this guy. Now, once we beat him, the Demon Firesage, we'll have a short area to go, filled with those dragon guys that we were just fighting, and then we'll actually be at the elevator. Let's see if I can point out. Okay, let's point this out real quick. This area right here, off to the side, is at the very end down there. That is the area that I opened up with my +2 Chaos Servant Covenant ranking, and we will head there a little bit later. What we're going to do is fight this boss first. Alright, now we don't want to be too far away from this guy. He does kind of have a range attack, and we don't want to do that. Damn it, stupid. Oh, fuck. Not my day. And what I will do is cut back to the fight with him again. My apologies. Okay, we're back. And one thing I want to point out is that area over there where you had to fight through like 6 or 7 different Capra demons to walk down those stairs and go to the bonfire. Once you kill that rock worm, you can just drop straight down. It keeps you from having to fight those 6 or 7 guys. Okay, so let's not make a hash of this right now. Let's get our souls, because my weapon sucks right now. Okay. Same little blow-up attack that the last guy had. Yes, you can block that. Yeah, you can block that, but you take damage. Let's drink up just in case. Yep. This guy can be a first-rate asshole sometimes. Drinky, drinky. Oh, you son of a bitch. There, that hits mostly in front. Okay, so that's a quarter of it gone. And he missed me on that one. You have to watch out for that. Obviously, that's the one he hit me with. But again, that first one can be blocked. Second one can be blocked too. Just make sure you let off your shield right after it hits you so that your stamina fills back up. Okay, now somehow he jumped over me. That stupid blow-up attack. Nope, no thank you. And again, sometimes he jumps over you. Oh, he missed me on that one. Like I say, let off block, then block again. Oh God, just let me get around you, you stupid bastard. Okay. Excuse me. Just gonna back up so he doesn't do the second verdict. Okay, so we should have maybe 2 more hits at the most. That's gonna hurt a little bit, but we should be able to kill him. Yep. Okay, so that's Demon Firesage. Again, not much more difficult than the Stray Demon. You have to watch out. There are certain parts of this level, like obviously these roots right here can screw you up and mess with your maneuverability, but for the most part, he's nothing you haven't seen before. Now, which way? I go this way. Okay. As you can see, those little snake-like enemies are up here. You just pull them back, and at this point, with the amount of humanity I have, it's only going to take 3. Downstairs goes towards the centipede demon fight, which we're not going to do right now. Upstairs goes towards our elevator. And obviously the hard part here is the height advantage that they've got. But at this point, you should be crushing these guys. goody. Let's see what we can do. Oh, wow. I did not realize it did that much damage against those guys. Alright. Wow, they were guarding that. Interesting. Okay, we'll run up these stairs. And I promise there is a shortcut. I swear. I'm not lying to you. And it's right here. And I don't think any of these... Okay, these stairs are just a drop off. But if you've got decent vitality, or if you've got that fall control sorcery, you can take that. Or if you're like me and you have way too many Estus flasks for this area, you could take that shortcut without worry. And this leads us back to Quelaag's domain, and that's an awesome little shortcut to take back and forth. Now at this point, what we'll probably end up doing is putting a cut here, and I will I may try to go ahead and kill the centipede demon and talk to Solaire, and then run back here to make sure I don't make Solaire crazy. So, until next time, this is Cliff. I hope everybody takes care.